Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to do an in-depth flip through of all of our language arts curriculum for my daughter's second grade 2019-2020 school year. Sharing all of the subjects for you guys, and I'm going to be starting in the series of all of our flip throughs, the language arts first, and then I'll do math, then I'll go into history and science, and then any of our rotation subjects I will also do a flip through on if you guys are interested in the art and the music books that I got. So stay tuned for that, subscribe, and you'll be able to see all of the new videos that will be coming out pretty soon. I will also have all of the Amazon links down below for your reference if you want to check them out or put them on your wish list. So let's get right into it. This is the thinking tree. I thought it would be a really cute addition and fun edition for my daughter. So I will link the Amazon link down below. Just if you want to check it out, you can. It's called Do-It-Yourself Spelling Games for Elementary Students, and it's for the 4 seasons, and there's 150 spelling words through art and logic, and this is level B. So as you can see, there are 150 words that they'll be working on, and there's little pages for them to draw. It's so cute. So the table of contents says spelling poems, and then the next chapter is fun spelling practice pages, then what words can you spell, and then creative writing prompts, draw each season, and make your own calendars in the back. So this is the chapter that they're going to be doing, let's see, spelling poems, art, and logic games. So they fill in the One Day in May poem, and then they color this with coloring pencils, and then they have to fill in the words here, and they have to figure out what's missing here and make faces on these little pictures, on these little animals. So there's lots of fun little things, and the poems are really cute. I'll just read one out loud to you guys. It says, "In March the flowers begin to bloom. There will be warm weather soon. Listen to the birds as they sing a happy song to welcome spring. I can see the melting snow. I can see new flowers grow. Oh, how I love to sing along with the birds chirping a springtime song." So these would be great little poems for them to memorize. I prefer these over the Good and the Beautiful because I really didn't like the Good and the Beautiful poems. So these are really fun. They're just more light and happy. So this is Spell in Spring, and here are some like spell in spring words that they want the kids to write. So spring, flower, sky, magic bird, tune, sing. Seems like it might be 2nd to 3rd grade level, I would imagine. And then they give little stories, and then they can color that in. So that is what it looks like here, and they do that for every season. And then words, what words can you spell? So they want them to circle all the words that they can spell. And then what words do you need practice with? And write a story with your practice words. So they're giving them an opportunity to use the words that they don't know how to spell. And then it says, make a list of 15 fun things to do in spring. Use these spelling words to tell a story right here and draw a picture. And for instance, this is like a little prompt. It says, it was a warm day in early spring. The snow was melting and the sun was shining. You put on your rain boots and borrowed a big bucket. So they have to finish the story. Now, I think for my daughter, maybe later on in the year she could finish the story, but I think I would just have her like dictate to me a story, and then she can color the sides. So it might be a fun thing for her and I to do together. Especially if your kid is in 1st or 2nd grade, but 3rd grade they could probably write it on their own. And then this is just the little calendar templates that are back here. So they fill in all of the numbers, which is great practice for them. And then they can draw a little cute picture. So they have lots of these little blank calendar templates. And then this is the Cursive Handwriting Workbook for beginner cursive. I did show a little bit in my video. Like this is the back, writing my first cursive, writing my first words in cursive. So this is what they'll be practicing on at the end. Hopefully they'll be like learning how to connect cursive letters. So that is the practice that they're doing. They're showing that. So that's part 2. And then I'm going kind of backwards. So this is like just how to write an R, how to write a lowercase r, how to write an uppercase R. And so they have you draw the snail trail to learn how to write the letter with a light color marker. Trace inside the letter by following the numbered dots. Start at number 1. So it's really fun. They can use markers, and then they trace along, and then they learn how to do cursive. And I thought it was just a very fun way to do it. And I'll leave this Amazon link down below. Like I said before, I think it's like really inexpensive, and it just seems so much more fun than using the dotted lines. Now, a lot of you guys probably know of the Good and the Beautiful. My daughter's doing level 1. She'll be continuing to do it until she finishes, and we're going very slowly. This is a book, I think, that you can use for, I've seen kids that are in first grade, kids that are in second and in third grade using level 1, because it has a lot of information in it, and that is why we're going so slow, because I think it's at a second grade level, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. The daily checklist is here, so you can pause it if you want to see it. It has all the things that they want you to do in the day. And then the table of contents, if you want to pause it just to check it out, they're all here. There's 91 lessons, and we're probably, I don't know, somewhere around here in the compound words, and we're going to finish it up in the winter probably. So this is what like the first lessons look like, what they're going to be reading in lesson 7. There is an art appreciation or art study here in lesson 13. This is a reading review for lesson 31. This one is a worksheet adding the ing to verbs that have EA. And then at the back, there's homophones. Lesson 82, there's a reading challenge to read the Christian Liberty Nature Reader. Prepositions. And then there's reading assessments, and they have a lot of edit the stories, which is really one of our favorites to do together because we get to capitalize, add punctuations, and my daughter and I really love doing that. So that is the Good and the Beautiful. Level 2 handwriting she'll be doing since she's in second grade, and right now she has like kind of dabbled into it because she was really excited to do it, and she really enjoys, like I've said in my other video, drawing. So every time she finishes these letters that she traces, she gets to do a drawing, which she gets really excited about. Now it's super easy at the beginning. I think in the middle it gets a little bit harder because they're tracing, but then they're actually making their own letter formation on their own. They also have traced the word love and faith, and then they have to write the word out on its own. And then in the middle of the book they have handwriting where they actually trace the whole entire poem. Now my daughter's been tracing for a very long time, but she still needs lots of work on her handwriting, so I don't mind. And then when it gets to the end, they're going to be doing copy work. So I think it's really nice that it's all in the spiral bound and it's all here for me to do, and I don't have to make printables. I use a highlighter a lot of the times and have them trace over it. My son does that, and I still do it for my daughter just to practice. But this is just really nice. I really like it because it has a lot to do with drawing and tracing and creating their own pictures and artwork. So they are really enjoying this right now. So this is a Lakeshore Draw and Write journal, and I got this on Amazon, but you can order it through Lakeshore Learning as well. We use this along with the Good and the Beautiful because sometimes the Good and the Beautiful wants the kids to dictate a story, and I usually write it down on this side and then she'll illustrate it. So she just did some copy work one day and she decided to do Matthew 22:37, and then she illustrated what she thought that it would look like over here. And what I thought would be really neat is that maybe I'll have my daughter do her spelling words on this side of the book from the Good and the Beautiful, and then she can write a story using some of her spelling words and then do an illustration for it. So I thought that would be a fun way to incorporate it this year because we still have lots of pages left. And then this is her Explode the Code 5. She is doing 3 now and she's halfway through, so I have not gotten 4 yet. But this book is probably for 2nd to 3rd graders, and they are going to be working on ED words and ALL and ALK and OLD, ILD and IND words, and then 3 sounds of ED word families, QU words and THR, SHR, and SCR. So you can see all of the things that they'll be learning about on this side. And this is what lesson 1 looks like. Let me get you to the middle of it. So they have questions like, have you ever molded a sand pile on the beach? Yes or no. And then they want you to circle the words that matches the pictures. So fold, sold, or cold, troll, bald, or bold. Then they want you to write and use a word with OLD or OLT or OLL. And then words that end in these, they want them to write it, and then they want them to read it and circle it. So it's pretty much the same throughout. This one does have sentences in it, and the third level definitely does not have sentences in it. So they have to pick the best word to finish each sentence. So it gets more advanced as she goes, but I think she's really going to like this. But like I said, she will be continuing on Explode the Code 4, and this will be at the end of the year for her. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has helped you guys so you can look in the inside of these resources. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment down below. If you want to private message me, my email address is mamashmoozreviews@gmail.com, and that's down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.